just wanted to quickly, hopefully, come on here and make a video talking about this because it's something that I saw and I feel the need to talk about it. So, before we get into it, I want to make something extremely clear. I feel like I say that a lot lately. Um, I'm not here to definitively take one person's side all the time or another person's side and be like, you should listen to this one, but not this one because they did this. Like, it doesn't matter overall. Like, you watch who you want to watch. I'm gonna watch who I want to watch. That's how this is. But just because I criticize someone for one thing doesn't mean that I can't take up for them in another situation. But also, just because someone comments on my video doesn't mean I'm gonna suck their ass or, you know, anything like that. Let's just be clear. Because I know how this could be perceived. This is gonna obviously be about BX and Katie. And obviously I criticized BX. He did comment on a video that does not change my opinion on what I said. But today I am here to defend him because, Katie, of course. But, I still am planning on the Radiant Brit BX video. Honestly, I'm not really getting anywhere with that. I don't know what to think yet. I've watched a couple of videos. It is what it is. We'll get into that later. So the reason I'm here with you right now. So, Katie is going on and on and on, furthering the narrative that, excuse me, dear. It's like when as soon as I hit that button to record, shit just goes wrong. She's furthering the narrative that BX came on there and was just this angry black man. For reals. That's what I mean. Of course, she's not using the black man part, but like anyone watching can see it. And I just want to say, fuck that. Like, fuck that. I criticized BX for how he acted after, him talking to Katie, and I criticized the fact that he called it a debate, because it wasn't. But I never, in my video, I said I have no problem with what he said while he talked to her. He was calm. I said that multiple times. He was calm. So to go out and watch videos and see this shit, perpetuated, that he was just this angry man who come on there and was, combative and pissed off. Like, now, as far as the combative part, like, of course them two don't get along, okay? They don't get along. So of course, when he comes on, he's gonna be pointing out things that she's done or said. But was he combative? Like, was he coming in to argue in a way that is like, oh my god, that man was scary? That's the thing I want to get to. It's not all just Katie. It's a lot of people that were watching that night and have commented since when she brings it up. Like, oh, that man was scary. I was scared for you. You looked afraid. Like, because I'm not going to front. Like, I just watched BX's video about it, and that was a big point of it was, you know, here she is. Oh, yeah, she had somebody on talking to her. You look so scared. What the fuck is there to be afraid of? You're two YouTubers on you know what I'm saying? Like, the worst thing you can be afraid of is they're gonna make you look bad. Okay? That you're not gonna be able to answer their questions. But as far as like actually being afraid of this person, what the fuck do you have to be afraid of? It blows my mind that people take shit that far. Okay? And again, while I do not feel that he debated her, and I don't feel that he got any more out of her than anyone else, and that was my biggest issue, I don't ever want to see people talking about, he was combative and angry and the mad, angry black man, blah, so scary. That's some bullshit. That is straight up bullshit. That is not what the fuck happened. We are not about to spread that narrative. Katie, you're not about to get away with that bullshit at all. So it's bad enough it was commented and talked about with all these Karens, because that's what it is. It's a bunch of Karens. We all know. Oh my god, that scary man. Like, the fact that Katie is furthering the narrative and keeping that going is ridiculous. You know better. Because Katie, you're the one who fucked him over first. Let's get that straight. You fucked him over. Okay? So he has every right to be upset with you, but he didn't even come on acting upset. Now, I had my feelings about how he acted and the fact that he was calm. And again, I said it multiple times. He was calm, he was calm, he was calm. And I do feel like well, I mean, I don't even feel like it. I know he did it purposely. He talked about why he did it. Because, when someone expects you to come on and be combative and be a, mad person, when you're calm, it throws them off. And I agree with that. Like, I mean, that's a good approach. Fuck it. But it's just mind blowing that there's this whole ass narrative about, and it's like BX keeps saying, it's a perception. It is the perception. And I don't think that anyone can argue or deny that there is a clear perception out there, especially of black men. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't happen with black women. It does. It certainly does. Matter of fact, I worked with a woman that she was a black woman and she had resting bitch face just like the rest of us, but people were always afraid of her. Like always. And I can't get into, because it's YouTube, but she was my girl. Okay, she was very sweet, very, like, if you got to know her, she was cool as fuck. She was actually my parents' neighbor for a long time, like, so I knew her well. And anyone that got to know her, knew she wasn't this bitch or someone to be afraid of. But it is that perception, and when I say especially for black men, I've seen it. Like, we've all seen it. I see it a lot, actually. Like, you're in a grocery store or a convenience store, good God, especially in my town. You go into a convenience store and there's a black man standing in the aisle, and you see a white person or anyone else like come through and they're like standoffish to that person. It's mind blowing to me. So the reason I wanted to get on here and talk about it is because there is a clear perception. And I mean, I don't know what it's like where everyone else lives, but I can 100% say I have seen it. I see it all the time in my town and other places I've been. It's like an automatic thing. Like, these people think that that person is out to get them, or you can't say hey, hello to someone because they look angry or whatever. That perception of angry black person. It it's stupid. It is fucking retarded, and I don't want to see that go on YouTube. And I can disagree with BX and a lot of things he says or does all day long, but what I'm not about to do is get on here and deny that part. And what Katie is doing is furthering that narrative. So I felt like, because I talk about Katie all the time, and because I just talked about BX, that it was only right for me to get on here and say, fuck that. That's not okay. What we're not about to do is pretend that you're not trying to further this narrative to even further the narrative of you being just this poor woman who's under attack. Like, that's what she's using this for. If you're confused about why she would further the narrative of him being an angry black man, it's because it puts her in more as a victim. Katie wants to be the victim over all victims. And that's what that is. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm not here to take anyone's side. Excuse me. Not here to take anyone's side 100% of the time. I am not here to kiss anyone's ass, period. I will still criticize you, I will still criticize the next person. But when I see some shit like this needs to be talked about. And I think it's a bigger conversation to be had, like seriously. Because again, I see it all the fucking time. And I don't want anyone to be like, well, he hates on Katie and he talks about her edges, so therefore his points are invalid. Like, no, I want to stand up and say this is bullshit and it needs to stop. Katie, stop your bullshit. Just stop. You know how it goes. It's just frustrating and I want to bang my head against the wall. I say that all the time about her. Anytime I talk about her, I'm like, just fucking stop. So, I am going to keep watching the other stuff. I'm gonna try to make a video about it. It's right now I still don't know what to think. But I haven't gotten into the video of BX showing all the receipts, so I don't know what's there. Um, yeah. So we'll see. And again, that ought to be interesting. I don't know. Will it be interesting? Will it be like petty shit? I don't know yet. But enough people commented their opinions on it, and I feel like, hey, I could handle it non-biasedly, so we're gonna do that. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one.